The strategic hinge point. Have you ever been on an online course or a project that seemed to check all the boxes and still failed to deliver meaningful outcomes? The desired behavior does not occur. The problem may not be the execution, but the translation of strategy, goals, and objectives into competencies, and then online content that nails it, sticks the landing, so to speak. Strategic initiatives, goals, and objectives must become/transform into clear and detailed KSAOs, knowledge, skills, abilities, and other characteristics, so that they can be turned into competencies for assessment and training. Vague goals equals vague learning outcomes. Flashy and colorful online content doesn't mean the assessment of the right competencies actually occurred. More than what we call butts and seats. If you don't believe me, ask for a competency breakdown report from the last course purported to be the big initiative for change or some program. So I'm going to introduce something I call the strategic translation zone by term. This is where vision meets learning design. Your goals and objectives must be detailed enough so that the learning specialist can create clear competencies duly based on Bloom's taxonomy and the three domains of cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. In man-readable terms, these mean the thinking of thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that you expect. So let me compare something here for you. The strategic translation zone is the make or break moment where bold vision is converted into actionable learning outcomes and where most initiatives quietly fall apart or fade away. Poor hinges or poor hinge. Digital leadership. Vague course title. Mismatched content. Frustrated learners. No clear outcomes. No measurable impact. Everyone agrees digital leadership matters, but no one defines in detail what doing it well looks like. A strong hinge. Digital leadership. Lead change across platforms using collaborative tech tools and the knowledge, skills, abilities, and other characteristics fleshed out to do so in the course module. Assess based. It's team-based, for example, team-based simulation and measurable other outcomes. This is where vision becomes reality, this translation zone here, or vanishes into ambiguity. Without translation into competencies and assessment, even the best strategies stall at the start. Probably anyone's aware. Why it matters. Instructional designers don't just build content, they interpret strategy. The strategic translation zone is where bold organizational vision either gains traction or loses meaning. When competencies are too vague or disconnected, even brilliant initiatives collapse under their own ambiguity. But who's minding the store? This is also the cultural codification zone, where strategy becomes behavior and values become habits. See, this is the way your culture is. Maybe you don't know how to translate. A poor translation here means downstream confusion, poor learner outcomes, and misaligned performances. Instructional designers can redeem or wreck a strategic initiative. It should be certified. When translation fails, we don't just miss objectives, we lose trust. So here's something to reflect on. Use this GROW acronym. This is a coaching tip. G, goal. Think of a strategic initiative you've been a part of or observed. R, reality. Where did it fall short or succeed? O, options. How were competencies framed or ignored? W, will. What would you do differently to ensure strategic clarity in the next initiative? So next time you're handed a strategic goal, ask, what competencies are we really building? And how will we know when they're visible. Dr. Bill 360. Go to drbill360.net and subscribe to the newsletter.